Pedro and Chantel got to work through their differences. It's really not a major thing that I feel that they're going through. I mean, it's simple. They just have to get back on track with their communication and own up to the things that they're doing wrong. Each person. Like Pedro's putting the blame on Chantel and Chantel's putting the blame on Pedro, but they're both doing something that's affecting the marriage, and we're going to get right into that in a few minutes. Hey y'all, hey, it's me, Rini. In today's video, we're going to talk about season 4, episode 2 of The Family Chantel. As y'all know, I love this show. Can you tell? Well, this episode starts off with Pedro having some me time. Everybody needs me time, right? So he's taking his baby, his car, to the car wash to get clean. He's enjoying the time that he has to himself, just reminiscing and just thinking about things that's going on in his life at this time between especially him and Chantel, his wife. So basically, he's just enjoying his time and just kind of thinking about things. So I guess he decides to call his mom. He calls his mom and they're talking and everything. And, you know, they've been doing better since he's been back home from the Dominican Republic. He doesn't have a relationship with his sister and doesn't desire to have one with her because he felt that she took it too far. The mom is encouraging him to try to repair that relationship, but he's like, he's not repairing anything because she took it too far. So the mom goes on to the conversation, and Pedro is starting to share things about his marriage to his mom, which I think he shouldn't have done that because number one, he already knows the mom and Chantel really don't have a relationship. They don't really get along. So for you to add to that by saying things like she ain't coming home and cleaning and cooking and doing things that she's supposed to do. Well, Pedro, first of all, she's a nurse. She's a nurse, and nurses work long hours, very long hours, okay? So you can't expect her to be the one that's always just doing the cleaning and the picking up and all that stuff. I mean, both of y'all working, so both of y'all need to chime in at the level at which you can chime in. No, these not the caveman days where women did all this stuff, cooking, cleaning, taking care of the man, working. I mean, it's a shared responsibility now. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of like rubbed me the wrong way. So now we go to Mexico where Winter is with her mom and her sister Chantel, and she's preparing to have her weight loss surgery. She's going to get the gastric sleeve where they take off about, I think it's 75% of your stomach and it makes it look like a little sleeve so you can't do as much intake of food. Winter has been wanting to have surgery for a long time. Ever since she was like a little kid, she's always been like the big girl in the picture. I can relate to that. So she wants to have this surgery, and so she's getting her dream that she always wanted. So they're all there, you know, they're getting her prep for surgery. The mom and Chantel are very nervous. She goes into surgery and everything turns out well, y'all. Winter goes through the surgery very well. She comes out on top. She recovers pretty good. She goes to the recovery room. She meets her sister Chantel and her mom there. I mean, Winter is out of it because she's, you know, under the anesthesia, so she's sleeping on and off. They decide to call, you know, her father to let her father know how she did with the surgery. You know, they FaceTime him. He's happy that Winter is happy. And so it looks like Winter is well on her way to her weight loss surgery. Now, y'all, I forgot to mention this at the last review, but Winter got her little boo. Winter got her little boo, y'all. She got this little man from Africa that she's dating, that she's been seeing. And so she didn't really disclose to him that she's having surgery until now. So she decides to give him a call, see how he's doing or whatever, tells him that she's in Mexico, and then tells him why she's in Mexico. She was nervous, but she felt like she was hiding something from him, and it didn't feel right for her to not share that with him. She felt that if she told him that he would want to be with her, like he wouldn't accept her for being a smaller person. I guess some African men like big women, I don't know, but anywho, she told him and she was there to have bariatric surgery, that she had surgery, and how would he feel if she was to go see him and she looked different. And so he was very supportive of her, you know, very, very supportive, wishing her well recovery, and that made her really happy. So, y'all, Winter got a boo. Winter got a new boo, y'all. So Pedro's home, having a good time. River comes over, his brother-in-law. And it's good to see that they, you know, have a good relationship now, because y'all know they started off kind of rocky. Remember the fight that they had? But like Pedro was saying, that River, that's his dude, you know, that's like his little bro. So he invites him over, they chop it up, you know, they sit down talking or whatever. So River begins to share with Pedro that he wants to move out. He feel like staying with his parents is holding him back. You think? I always thought that. Get your own. You 24 years old. Get your own. Get out on your own. You know, just live your life. Stop being under your parents. You know, you're a grown man. So Pedro was like, man, you ain't ready. You ain't ready. You ain't gonna get it from under your mama. And he was like, I want to move. I just want to get on my own. I want my own. Like, I want to be able to walk around my apartment naked if I choose to. So they had the little bro talk or whatever. And I'm glad, you know, that they had that little bro talk. And I agree. River needs to get his own situation. He needs to get his own situation because he is grown. He needs to go out there and see what it's like to be on his own, have your own stuff. Nicole. So I guess Nicole meets up with like a maybe like a pageant coach or whatever. And so she goes there, and so he's trying to show her and teach her etiquette of like walking in a pageant, like how do you model, how you supposed to do your stuff. And he straight up told her, girl, basically, y'all, what he told her was like, girl, you don't got it. You don't got it. You won't even make it in the top 15, honey. You won't even make it in the top 15. These women that's applying for this Miss Dominican Republic, girl, they are beautiful. And you're not as beautiful as them. This is what he was telling her. I was dead. He was like, you're not as beautiful as them. So in order for you to even place, you're going to have to do something over and beyond. You got to really show it. You don't got it. He told her. He said, you don't got it. So he kept telling her, you know, showing her how to walk. And every time she would demonstrate, he was like, oh, we got so much work to do here. And so then, you know, finally she kept going, and she was like, well, do I got it? He was like, listen, don't ask me that, because when you get it, I'm going to tell you. I was like, oh my God. So y'all, it ends with Chantel, you know, texting Pedro, just checking in on him and stuff, you know, let him know how Winter's surgery went and all that, and basically just ask him how he doing. Was he going out tonight? And he's like, yeah, he going out with his co-workers. And backing up a little bit, I forgot to tell y'all, you know, they did show a scene with Pedro at work with his co-workers, chopping it up with them. They kiki and ha-ha, and you know, when they getting along good, he feels real comfortable in his job. He can speak his language, Spanish. They all get along. They oftentimes go out after work and have fun, kick it with each other and all that. And he says that Chantel feels that that's taken away from them, which I understand how she feels, because if you're doing all that after work, spending time with your coworkers, can't you spend time with your wife after work? Wait, what? Can't you spend time with your wife after work? So I can understand why Chantel feel that way. Come on now. So she's texting him. They're texting each other. He's telling her he gonna go out. You know, he gonna, you know, spend some time with the co-workers. They're gonna go out for drinks again. You know, and Chantel is feeling really neglected. You know, she's feeling really neglected. So there are issues in the marriage, but I think it's just a communication thing and something going on with Pedro. I mean, Pedro was saying that he left all his worries behind. That's behind him when he was in Dominican Republic. When he came back, he left it all behind. But clearly there's still something there, because you are... I really feel like when people go through stuff, sometimes they take it out on the person that's closest to them. And I feel like that's what Pedro's doing to Chantel. So I'm hoping that he looks at himself and just realizes the impact that he's having on his marriage, if he really cares, which I think he does care. But they gonna get it together, y'all. That's my couple. This is my show. They gonna get it together. So that's all I got. If y'all enjoyed this review and my thoughts on this show, would y'all please subscribe to my channel? Thank y'all for watching my videos. I see the views, but please subscribe, guys, and hit the like button. It don't cost nothing to subscribe. Subscribe to me and I'll subscribe to you. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see y'all at the next review video.